Unfortunately, I've been getting more requests to do some more tests on Red Dead Redemption 2 via TCL R617. People have been asking me what type of brightness and contrast we should utilize due to the fact that this is a bad implementation of HDR. There's some components missing, obviously, on the HDR here. We all can agree to that. But nonetheless, it is still HDR. So what can we do knowing what we know? This is the Xbox One X version, obviously. As you can see, there's my controller. So what can we do? Now, first and foremost, it doesn't bother me that much. Okay, granted, it's not the greatest HDR, but there's some ideas floating around that it's possible that Rockstar intended the HDR to look this way. Some ideas been thrown out there, some theories been going around, floating around the net, that it's possible that Rockstar wanted this game to have kind of a gritty grain look to it, like an old western, if you will, and that's probably why HDR, it's missing some components. They didn't want this to look like a eye candy type of an HDR, if you will. But these are like people's opinions on Reddit and whatnot. You can't take that for an accurate fact. It's just an ideas that have been floating around. But anyway, let's get back to Rockstar and let's get back to TCL. This is the TCL. There's a remote right there. Okay, I am using a TCL, just so you guys know. Here, I'll move my camera down a bit so you guys, I'm sure, can see the TCL logo right there. So what can we do? All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to advise that you guys do this. Don't use the bright HDR because this game is already bright. Use a normal HDR. You see, when you bring it to bright, it becomes, the deep dark levels become much brighter. Look at that tree and you'll see how brighter the deep dark levels will be. Keep the HDR at normal. Now you're getting less of that brightness on the deep dark levels. So keep the HDR at normal. And TV brightness, also keep it at normal as well. Keep it at normal. This is where I recommend that you do. Now, remember, the reason I'm recommending that you do this, it's because this HDR, it's missing some components. You know, it's not the brightest HDR, and it's missing the slider for black digital levels. Okay, so what I recommend that you do is like what I just told you here. Keep it at normal, keep the HDR normal, and keep the TV brightness at normal. Also remember, guys, these are my recipes, okay? I'm sharing my recipes with you so that way you guys can try this out. I'm not saying this is some kind of a law that you have to go by this. I'm just trying to simply help you guys out and let you know what I think about this, okay? Think of it like a second opinion, all right? We all get it. We all know that this HDR has some problems, okay? We're done with that. We have passed through that. We're going to have to wait for the patch from Rockstar if it ever happens, okay? But it is what it is, and for those of you who have TCL R617, this is what we got. In my opinion, I think you should leave HDR at normal and TV brightness at normal. Remember, you don't have to use this, but it doesn't cost you anything. Remember this. It doesn't cost you anything to try it. I'm not asking you a $5 to try this. I'm not begging you for money to try this. It's free. Try it out. If you don't like it, go back to your original settings. All right? This is like you asking a chef, hey, how should I prepare my kebabs? You know, what should I do with them? What should I put a little extra pepper on there, a little bit of extra onions or whatever, right? So I'm giving you a recipe. You know, if you don't like the recipe, don't use it. Okay? That's simple. Now, in terms of backlit and contrast, you can leave backlit and contrast to maximum because this TV only goes to 840 nits, so you can keep backlit and contrast to maximum and brightness at 50. Because remember, we already selected a HDR to normal and TV brightness to normal. Sharpness, we can move it up a little bit. We can move the sharpness to 20, okay? We want to get a little bit of that extra detail, so let's keep it to 20 right here. Let's keep the sharpness to 20. Color, it's at 45. I wouldn't go anything above 45 because you don't want to oversaturate the colors, but if you feel that you have to go a little bit further, I wouldn't go above 53. I will leave it at 53. Color temperature, is it a dog? Oh, look, it's a dog. Come here. Come here. Come here. Whose dog is this? Did he eat? I don't know, somebody's dog. Anyway, sorry about that. So where were we? Okay, backlit maximum, contrast maximum, brightness at 50, sharpness at 20, color at 53, color temperature. You guys know me, I like to keep my color temperature at normal. I don't like to move it to yellow or to cold blue. I like to keep it at a balanced level between yellow and blue. So let's rehash this one more time. TV brightness, keep it at normal. HDR mode, keep it at normal. Of course, local dimming, you have to keep that at high. Backlit at maximum. Contrast at maximum. Brightness at 50. Sharpness at 20. Color at 53. Color temperature at normal. And of course, the game mode, you want to turn the game mode on. Keep this on. Now, I saved this for the last. People ask me, but what about the HDR slider? What should we do with the HDR slider? Well, here, I'm going to show you. $370, honestly, it's what I recommend. It just seems to work. 370 seems to work for me. It doesn't, people say that it overbrights the deep dark levels too much. No, it doesn't. It's just the right amount. I would keep it at 370. I don't know who the person was that actually gave me this advice. I still can't find that person. It was somebody from the AV forums. And AV forums, it's, you know, that's where they have the professionals, the calibrators, and people who are just living and breathing televisions every day. And this person, this individual has recommended me to keep it at 370. Give this a try. Listen, you don't have to pay to try this. I'm not asking you for money. It's free. Take it or leave it. If you don't like this, go back to your original settings or your custom settings. But I think it would be kind of stupid if you don't try it. At least give it a try. See if you like it or not. You know, that's why I make these videos. I'm sharing my recipe with you guys. I'm trying to help you. Because everybody's been asking me on the forums, what about the TCL R617? I know that some of you are asking about Samsung KS8000. I'm going to try to work on that as well to see how well this game looks on Samsung KS8000. But remember, when it comes to Samsung KS8000, that edge lit, there's so much that you can do. I mean, there's so little you can do, not so much. There's only so little you can do about that edge lit. Especially when you're watching that edge lit at night. Look, I still watch my Samsung KS8000. I don't have any like big issue with the TV. but it's just difficult for your eyes to go back to the edge lit when you experience something like Q8FN, full array of local dimming. I already have 3, 4 full array of local dimming televisions, and when you're watching something that doesn't have a full array of local dimming, it is really hard to go back. It's really hard to go back to that kind of panel. I mean, I still love my Samsung KS8000. I still watch it, but then again, if you have a choice to watch something that's better, that looks better, I mean, why would you watch an edge lit? And this is why I tell people don't go with the Q6F or Q67. There's still edge lit panels. All right. But hey, I think this is, I honestly think this is the best that I can come up with for TCL, for this television, and for this game, for this HDR. It's the best that I can do right now currently. And give it a try. Listen, it doesn't cost you anything to give it a try. Give this a try. Look it up. Use these settings. Let me know if you like these settings. And try it. Are there any alligators here? Crocodiles? Yes, they are. But it depends. It depends where you go. But they're here. They are here. So, yeah, I'm gonna go for a swim, and you guys try these settings. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Okay, and remember, you cannot judge the picture quality from this video. I'm not doing these videos to show you the picture quality. I do these videos to share my recipe, to share my settings with you. That's why I make these videos. I mean, that should be obvious to anybody, okay? That you cannot tell how something looks by looking it through a camera or by looking through a video on YouTube on a cell phone, okay? You have to try these settings, and you gotta have this TV. You gotta have the TCL R617. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is this good? Or maybe you have better ideas? Maybe you guys have a better recipes. Maybe you guys can share some recipes that you have for this TV for me to try. I'm gonna try to check on Samsung KS8000. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be soon. I'll work on that video to see how well it works on Samsung KS8000. But remember that edge lit, it's always gonna be the one issue that you're gonna have to deal with when it comes to picture quality on Samsung KS8000. Other than that, well, there you have it, guys. Try these settings. Let me know what you think. We made it. We have hit 27,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. Like I said, just ignore the dislikes. Ignore the these 14 individuals with the joint accounts. They're not worth you. They're not worth your time. They're not worth my time. They've been reported. Google knows who they are. If they do something stupid, they'll get shut down. But they're not going to do anything stupid because I don't think they're that stupid. Just ignore them. Moving on. I don't care. I'm already hitting 27,000. I'm at 27,000. I got some more cool videos coming for you guys in the future. So let me know what you guys think. Check this out. Have a good one, though. Take care.